Welcome back. With us right now is Heidi Maddox, of course, from Coastal Medical Alert, and she has brought along a guest today, and that is Rodney Burris from Care Partners at Home. Good to see you both.
Nice to see you, Ken.
Pleasure to be here, Ken.
Yeah, and I'll just mention that we've had Rodney's co-partner on before with Care Partners at Home, so it's great to have your company back. I think this is the first time you've been here, right?
First time I've been here. It was Randy Platt, my partner, who was here with you, I think.
Yeah.
And Cheryl Weiland approximately 4 or 5 weeks ago.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes. So let's talk about first Coastal Medical Alert. We just saw the ad there. They're wearing the little bracelet like you are.
Yeah, so I just have an example of the bracelet. This is a 100% waterproof pendant. When you need help, you just press it, and we get the help that you need. It also comes in a necklace form, and you can wear it on a clip. It's either a clip to your shirt or a clip on your pants. This one's designed, it's very lightweight, just for in and around the home. And then, of course, I just wanted to show the bell. This is the one that goes everywhere. The gentleman on the commercial is wearing this. And you can go anywhere in the United States, press your button, medical operator talks to you and gets the help where you need, where you're located. We can locate you. And you can also wear this one in the shower. It's water
that's good.
resistant. So.
And then this one goes into this charger. What about the bracelet one?
Yeah,
how does that
so this
get
one
charged?
goes, the charger gets charged. You only have to charge it every about 3 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks. This one, there's a little box, which I don't have with me today, but it's a little tiny box that when you press it, it's the communicator, and that's how it gets in touch with the medical operators. But I wanted to introduce to Rodney, because I do work with Care Partners at Home for some of their clients who they want peace of mind that someone will be there for them. So they have a home care agency, and they also have a what they call global transitioning care, which Rodney will explain more about, where when you're in rehab and you go home, they will go home with them, and they may want to, while they're not there, get a medical alert device through Coastal.
Very good. So Rodney, tell me about Coastal Partners at Home. Coastal.
Just merge it together.
Care Partners at Home. Well, you know, he just got through telling me that their website, you have kind of a coastal scene, right?
Yeah, that's why I saw this and I thought,
So Care Partners at Home, tell me basically how you got into this and why.
So for me, caring for others is a purpose. Across my life, I consider it a blessing to have been cared for others. I've had upwards of 20 inpatient stays in the hospital from birth until now, with the most recent being 3 weeks ago. But I look at those as blessings because I've really had the opportunity to experience the power in human connection.
Right. You know, are you talking about you,
me?
Patient?
I'm sort of a professional patient.
Oh, okay.
So having had those experiences and recognizing the power of human connection, where a stranger comes into your room to care for you in one of those moments where you may be in fear or crisis of the unknown, it's very powerful. And I've recognized that that connection really caters to the healing process.
Yeah,
and
I
it
think
ultimately
it does.
led me into healthcare 16 years ago.
Wow. Now, as far as the services that you offer, some people may need something temporary. They had an outpatient procedure or something kind of minor, but they might need help for a certain length of time. So how does your service work? Is it for a few hours a day? Is it 24/7?
That's a great question, Ken. It's any of the above.
Okay.
So why we consider ourselves unique is, while we are an in-home caregiving company, we've really developed a unique model that's around the unique needs of our clients. And so oftentimes that's done through an assessment. So we get a call and a client says, I might need you for 3 or 4 hours a day. Well, when we go in the home, we recognize there are many other needs that we've found through that discovery process. And some of the most important aren't being addressed. That's the social, the psychological, the spiritual. And so we consider ourselves a solution company. We build unique teams around our clients, and sometimes those teams consist of an in-home physician, sometimes a care management component because of the high acuity, high-level needs. And sometimes that's 24 hours a day, sometimes it's 2, but it's very unique by each client. Sometimes it starts with 24, post-hospitalization, and we're rehabbing, we're assisting with that rehabilitation and moving that down in what we call a pyramid, which is 24, maybe 12, 2 weeks in, and then they graduate our services and back to independent life.
Okay. I think an important question everyone should ask whenever they look to have somebody coming into their home is, how am I protected? How are the caregivers coming into my home, how are they scrutinized? I think I think everyone should, and I'm sure you would want that, somebody asking you that question. So tell us what you go through.
Absolutely. Well, 2 years ago, the state, this was a non-regulated industry, and now the state obviously has a regulatory body in the Home Care Services Bureau, which requires home care agencies to obviously register as an agency, prove that you're licensed, bonded, and there's certain regulations that you have to follow within the state. Within there, really the scrutiny is in the background checking and the fingerprinting of the personal attendants. And so whether a personal attendant or a caregiver is going to operate privately or through an agency, they should be on the HCA registry within the state, which is really a background check, state, local, federal. It includes fingerprinting. We go above that, and we typically will also do a driving record. We go even further than that. We hire for heart and character. So that's all very important. But really, when we talk about the human connection component, there's got to be intrinsic motivation in the caregivers. Why do they do what they do? What's the purpose? And so we only hire approximately 1 to 2 out of every 10 who come through our door, and that's after the phone screening. So our average is about 12 caregivers in every 100 that actually get hired, and that process isn't overnight. The process actually takes a significant number of resources within our team.
Okay. Tell me about, I think we know some of the obvious things that your folks do in-home. What about some of the other things that they may provide? Are they going to be assisting in making meals, or just straighten things up, doing laundry, or is it more on the medical side, or both?
It's again a spectrum. And if we take the time to get to know our caregivers like we're doing our clients, where you're looking for all the unique needs, that's where that matching component comes in. So you have the companion care, so the engagement, the socialization piece, really catering to the psychological and the spiritual side. Meal prep. You have the light housekeeping, which includes laundry. And then you get into certified nursing assistants or certified home health aides who really can support. They don't operate. Remember, this is non-medical. So they can support the in-home home health nurses, physical therapist, occupational therapist with goals and interventions. So if we're working closely with our partner in this, a home health company per se, then our caregiver should be working alongside learning the exercises that are being taught. And then since they're really the eyes and ears, typically they're the most number of hours per day, while other services are intermittent, they can be engaging our clients towards that rehabilitation. They could be engaging them towards whatever diet or nutritionary goals and interventions have been laid out. Okay, so it sounds like they can provide whatever is needed and for as long as needed. Yes, and the matching thing is the toughest part. I mean, when you're looking at the unique needs and trying to narrow that down into a caregiver or caregiver team to meet those needs, if you take that serious, that's really what the most difficult piece of this industry is. Aside from the shortage of really quality caregivers who do this with purpose. Yeah, you know, I think you're very right about that, is doing it with purpose. Yeah, that's very, very important, and I can see why you partner up with them. Absolutely. Now they have a great reputation, and also they have, if you want to tell them a little bit about when someone goes into, let's say, get a knee replacement, and you help them transition to home, and you're with them. Absolutely. Again, when you look at the unique needs of clients, there's a spectrum of clients that come to us. There are the long-term clients, but there are also the rehabilitation. We've put ourselves out there as the high acuity provider, which means we want those with the most challenging needs. And we want to do everything we can to keep them in the home and out of the hospital. So we typically have clients in Laguna Woods who have suffered a fall with a fracture and maybe a complete hip or knee replacement, and we come in with aggressive goals of rehabilitating them back towards independent life. Now, the non-medical caregiver is one aspect of that. The team that's usually involved in that will coordinate is very important, because typically if they're homebound, we will bring in a physician who will oversee that care in the home, and as well as the home health company who brings in the nursing, physical, and occupational therapy. There's durable medical equipment, there's pharmacy needs often, and so what we take pride in is having the ability to coordinate all those services and work as a team towards true patient-centered care.
Yeah, and all good, and you know, it makes things so much easier for people, because their job, so to speak, is getting better and rehabilitating and trying to worry about all the little bits and pieces of just that day-to-day care can be hugely stressful.
Very stressful.
I want to ask you something, a little precursor here that Heidi told me about. Tell me about, we see Coastal Medical Alert powered by Turnstile.
Yes,
and there's a
powered by
reason we're
Turnstile.
bringing this up.
Yeah, so Coastal Medical Alert is powered by Turnstile, but Turnstile has different organizations nationwide that goes under different names, like Coastal's here in California. We have another one in Hawaii called Kaluna. Then we have one in Colorado called Mountain Home Medical. So after the first of the year, we have decided now that we're all going to go under the name Turnstile, Turnstile Americas. So I will let people know about that as that comes, but we're still the company here that have been around serving the community since 2006. Coastal will now be called Turnstile Americas, but it'll be a slow transition.
Okay, we want to tell people that.
Change.
So, yeah.
I'm still going to be here, Anne's still going to be here, and I wanted to take this opportunity, Ken, to say thank you to the Laguna Woods community and for all our client Coastal Medical Alert customers, that we appreciate you letting us have the opportunity to serve you, and we're passionate for what we do. We've been around since 2006. Thank you so much, and I wish you all a very, very happy, healthy, and prosperous 2018.
And we'll see you back here next year.
Yes.
And Rodney, I'm sure we'll see you back here sometime. So thank you for coming on. And can we still use the coastal background there?
Absolutely. No. It's gonna be a transition.
All right.
So, but nothing's gonna change.
Because she loves the background we have.
Yeah, I love the. So thank you so much. Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone.
Have a great holidays.
Happy holidays.
We'll be back in just a moment.